Good morning. It is 1 o'clock in the morning on a Thursday. So I have class starting at 2 in the morning. And so I'm up right now, about to do my morning routine. After class, it'll be over around 4:30. And then I don't have to go to work until 7. So after class, I plan on going to work out. Unfortunately, now at the gym that I go to, we're not able to record inside. So I won't be able to bring you guys with me. But I decided to pick up the camera. Yesterday after work, I messed around and went to sleep. And then when I went to sleep, I felt so refreshed that I literally did not go back to sleep. So I've been up since literally when I woke up from my nap yesterday. I just been really in the bed, just kind of watching shows. I've been watching the Black Lady sketch comedy show that I really enjoyed. So I was binge watching it for the past few days, and I actually finished the last season last night. And so I enjoyed that. Then I've been watching YouTube videos. And so as I was just laying there and I saw that time was getting closer and closer to when I actually need to be up, I said I might as well just try to make a video out of it. I want to start maybe vlogging more. I think I've been putting a lot of pressure on myself of trying to get content in regards of this is what I'm reading, or this is, what I'm working on for being an author, or even how my school is going. And I think if I bring you to my day-to-day life, that can take a little stress off of me of, oh my gosh, I need to come up with content. And then it'll also show you how when I'm I have no time, or I don't feel like doing any of the other stuff that I need to be doing, you'll probably see that. So today I am going to make a day out of it. I don't know if this is going to be a week vlog or just a day in the life, but I will determine that when time gets closer and I see how much video I'm getting. So right now, I literally just rolled out of bed, even though I didn't go to sleep. I'm gonna wash my face, brush my teeth, do all those things, and then get ready to be on camera for my class. We do Zoom. I'll try to record some of it. I know I have to give a presentation for week 1's assignment, and it's basically just showing them videos that I've already taken and then getting their feedback on it along with my instructor's feedback. So we'll go from there and then work out, come back, get ready for work, and do that. Scooby is good for right now. He doesn't have to use the bathroom. So I believe, and he has food already in his room. So when I come back from working out is when I will have him go outside again to try to use the bathroom before we head out to work. But I'm gonna quit yapping because you guys know I'm a yapper. And I will see you when it's time for school. So before you guys get on me, yes, I do still have my tree up. I did all that work during Vlogmas with Alicia to put it up. And I just quite frankly didn't feel like putting it down. And besides, it allows me some light instead of using my overhead light or my lamp. And so, yeah, that's what I have. I am going to light a candle so that I can bring some type of ambiance in here. But this is where I will have my class. I will also be using this whenever I do virtual sessions. This is my setup. You've seen this setup in my previous videos when I showed you how I package my orders whenever somebody orders a book from me. You've seen this setup. It's always changing because these books is books I was supposed to get through this year. Obviously I have my Bible here. I don't feel like turning on the light, to be honest with you. So that's why we're in the dark right now. But once I actually get up, like even this right here, the bathroom light, and then the light from the what you call it, tree, is a lot for me right now because, like I said, it is 1 o'clock in the morning. And so once my body adjusts, then I'll turn the lights on for you. So I usually will come to my desk. I will have my iPad with me. Sometimes I will take notes because depending on what's going on, we may talk about an active client and they may give me feedback, like especially if I'm presenting, and depending on what I'm presenting with, they'll give me feedback of maybe things that they would suggest of how I interact with this client. So I would take notes on that. Sometimes I am multitasking, to be honest with you. So it may be just kind of like working or getting myself, in the mindset of what's going on because I do have a client that I'm going to see tonight. And so it may just kind of be refreshing my memory of last session, or it could be making sure that my hours are up to date on a system that the school uses versus the system that I use. So it's just, or even seeing like what my future bookings is going to look like maybe this weekend, because I do see a lot of clients. Majority of my clients I see is between Friday to Sunday. And so it'll just be stuff like that. I am, obviously, as you can see, I changed my shirt. Well, I changed my clothes, but I'm in a new shirt. So what I would do is after the session, I'm just going to pick up and go straight to the gym, because if I lay down, I'm not going to be going to the gym at all. And I have been slacking with my gym trips. I've been able to do spot times, but like to be consistent weekly, I haven't been able to do that yet. Or I got into a groove and then something happened. It'll be a busy week, and then that just puts me in a lot of just not doing it for the rest of the other weeks. And so I want to start back doing it. I'm trying to find my good mesh, like if I should do it later on in the week, like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or if I should do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, because I want to do 4 days per week. And so trying something today to see that since I'm already going to be up after class anyways on Thursdays, why not maximize my time? I even tried to say I'm gonna work out in the afternoon or like late at night instead of trying to do the morning time, because it was hard for me to wake up in the morning. That didn't work either. So I'm really just gasping at straws right now as far as what I want my routine to look like. But as long as I'm trying, that's still more than not trying. So I'm counting a win however I can. All right, I still have some time before class actually starts. I'll probably watch maybe an episode or a YouTube video in the meantime, just to kind of get my mind right. I'm gonna pull up the recordings of what I have to show today, so it'll automatically be up. So I'm not fumbling to do that. I did end up taking Scooby outside. I heard him whining, and so I just took him outside. He'll be outside until class is over. Then, obviously, when I go to work out, he'll be inside in his room. I may just even let him just have full access to the house, because by then he should have peed and pooped since he's going to be outside for a little bit. But yeah, that's all. That's all. Feel like I'm going over the support the family system and like their adjustment to all the change.
Well, some families may not come back if they don't know that you're making a report. I forget to tell you something earlier. If you're seeing a minor and the minor told you about sexual abuse, you let the minor know, look, I'm gonna be making a report about what you told me about this happened to you. You don't have to let the abuser know. So I don't want to get that But the person that reported, like, let's say you have a teenager, she or he will know and say, no, please, I'm scared. And that's where you come in and you talk to them about, look, I have to do this, but I'm here to support you. I'm going to schedule a follow-up with you, all of this, so they can prepare. And then at that point, you're being honest with them. Again, sometimes they get mad and they don't come back. But if they come back to your session, you let them know, you bring it up. I just want to follow up what happened with the CPS report, because what happens with us, they are afraid. And then if we as clinicians want to keep it too, like, oh, I don't want to bring it up because it's uncomfortable. What if they still mad at me? That is you showing something. But if you show it as a way of like, this is just protocol and I'm okay with asking you because it was for a good thing, then you bring it up. I just follow up what happened. Did CPS show up? How you feel about it? Yeah, I'm very angry about it. What do you have to do with that? You know what? I am I'm a student trainee, but every clinician have to do this to protect you. Tell me.
I think he shot her with a pellet gun and then he like brutally stabbed her to death. And the family turned around and sued the psychologist, the psychiatrist, the school, the police department, like everyone.
So class is over. It was long, it was tiring, but I told you guys I was going to go work out, and see, this is what happens. I'm not going to go work out. I don't have the energy to even even though I'm dressed for the occasion. That was the first thing. But now trying to make it out the door is a struggle. And then I think it does have to do with me not going to sleep. I'm not taking no more naps during the day. I don't have it in me. I just cannot. So what I'm about to do is bring Scooby back in, because he's been out there for a while. And I'm sure he's already used the bathroom. And I'm going to take a quick nap. It's going to be literally quick because I have to get up to actually get ready for work. So I will cut it here. When I am driving, maybe I'll reach back for you, or when I get to work, I'll reach back for you. But as of right now, I'm about to go shut eye. Later. So I was rushing out, so wasn't able really to record any after I got up. But Scooby is in the back. We are getting through traffic right now. It is raining, and I don't know. When it rains, it's like a gloomy day for me. All I want to do is be in bed and either watch some Netflix or Hulu, or even read a book. So running off of no sleep. Was able to get some sleep obviously after class. So that was like what? I think an hour 4:30. Yeah, 2 hours. We'll say 2 hours. But yeah, team no sleep. But we'll see how it goes. Let me see if I can flip this around and show you all what I'm looking at.
Hold me tighter, this dynamic says it all. You're the curator and I'm your animal. Feel like I'm sinking on.
I am at the office right now. I checked my emails to see what I have going on for today, and I'm pretty much clear as far as what I have. And then I just did some kind of like office work, and right now I am working on one of my assignments for school. So even though I'm in internship practicum and I am doing direct client hours, or like seeing clients, every week I still have an assignment that's due. Some assignments are catered to like how many hours do I have so far. Some assignments is catered to a particular topic that's being discussed in sessions. Some is just different, but every week I have an assignment to turn in. And so because I'm able to see all of the assignments for the whole class, which is 12 weeks long, I like to work ahead. And so the week that I'm in right now, I'm going to complete that assignment today when I see my client, because it's basically like a family tree. And I've been working on the other weeks that I can knock out without having to talk to my client or anything. so that when those weeks come, I'm not stressed about, oh, I got this assignment that's due and I need to start doing it. So right now I'm working ahead. I also I brought this, I brought some snacks, some fruits, pineapple and apples. So have something to snack on. I got my water. And yeah, today should just be really a slow day, but productive. Slow in my actual work, but productive because I will be finding things to do. In the meantime, I'm also going to be editing a video and hopefully editing this video up until this point. So we'll see how that goes. All right, talk to you later. So just got off work. It was long. I had a late meeting and it seemed to drag. It was literally like death by PowerPoint. But I'm home now. I got dishes in the dishwasher. I am about to eat because I have a client in a few hours. So I'll probably just kind of lay down, relax my body, and then probably 30 minutes to before the session, I am going to just kind of like go over our last session just to kind of familiarize myself and then to get ready for this session. I did end up picking up a new, potential client. I got a consultation scheduled for this weekend. So I'll see who that person is, if they're wanting to do therapy services with me. So glad to see that I'm picking up. I am like posting everywhere on social media. I'm also in these different like therapist websites that you can just search for therapists, and so that's how this person found me. So yeah, I'm not going to talk too long. I'm going to just make something to eat and kind of just settle my mind and then get ready for my session that's coming up. I didn't even I know I said that I was working on or editing my last video. I haven't done much of it. I do need to finish that, but depending on what I can do between now and my client is what's going to get done, because as soon as I'm done with that client, I am going straight to sleep because I am tired. As you know, I didn't go to bed at all or sleep at all last night. Only got a few hours in this morning after my class, so I'm very tired. But yeah, that's all for right now. I'll catch you all in my next clip. Hey y'all, so it's Friday. I just got off work. I'm actually headed home right now. It's raining, which I didn't know it was going to be raining. But whatevs. I intended to work a little bit more on my book for the group series that I'm in the middle of. We kind of pushed the release date forward or back. I don't know how you say that. But basically, instead of it coming out towards the end of this year, we're looking for next year. But the thing about that is that one of the ladies, she already finished the book. She writes differently than I do, so she'll just like dump write, and then now she's like going through and editing, but she hasn't been able to pick that up. And then the other lady, she's kind of like life's been lifing, and so she hasn't really been picking up her book either. And so that's kind of why we said, why don't we just shoot for next year, for a release date of next year. But what I intend to do is still work on it, and then hopefully we're able to kind of release it earlier. But I think when we had the set date of release, it was putting so much pressure on us, especially with lifing, that us moving it now to 2027, that kind of gives us like, okay, I don't necessarily have to have that much pressure and force myself, you know what I mean, but I can actually make some headway. So that's kind of how I'm taking it, and hopefully that works. I am stuck in this traffic, like I said, so I've been watching like this YouTube video today at work. I kind of was able to watch The Cult of Nature Boy on Hulu, and that was interesting. I did not know about any of that like in real time when it was happening, because when it was happening is when I had first enlisted into the military too, and just never really got, like, nobody I knew was
talking about that, so I never knew of like the live streams that they were doing and all these other things. But just watching it, it was just like shocking. But then it's not shocking because it's like, you know, when you think of a cult, and especially with a black cult like that, and how authorities and stuff really wasn't taking things seriously. Like if you're publicly showing that you're, you know, abusing people and nothing really being done, or that you're being forced, you know, out of countries and stuff like that, like it's not really shocking that it went on as long as it did. But for some reason I like watching or learning about, you know, these cults and how psychologically people can believe what's being told and sell and get rid of all of their things for this cause, this mission. And yeah, I think psychologically, on the psychology side of it all, is what really interests me about it. This traffic is not moving, but I am going to let you guys go. I have 2 clients tomorrow, in person. Probably won't show much of anything because, like, I know in my shorts, if you've seen them, I just kind of show you what my office looks like. I think I talked a little bit about the couple that I was having. I don't even know if that was in my short. Yeah, that was in my short. But for tomorrow, I don't know if I'm gonna record. Oh, it's lightning. I don't know if I'm gonna record as well, because I mean, there's really nothing that I will be showing you. It'll just be the office, the empty office, which you've already seen. Because I'm not going to show you, obviously, the clients. You're not going to be, I'm not going to record while I'm with clients, so you're not even going to see me just talking. So yeah, I don't know how that's going to come about. But with this rain, hopefully I'm able to pick up my book. But with this rain, it seems like I might just lay down and watch some more shows or read a book, because rain to me is a good reading weather. Get you some hot tea or get you some hot chocolate. That sounds so good right now, even though I'm in a place where it's not cold. Even though it's raining, it's not cold, it's just wet. But I still don't mind drinking like hot drinks in a warm environment, if that makes sense. But yeah, I will catch you all later. Hopefully this traffic, I haven't even made it like a yard yet. That's like how bumper to bumper we are. But I will catch you all later. I hope you guys are enjoying this vlog so far. Yeah, I think this might be my speed, because I'm able to give you all my updates of being an author, being a dog mom, being a grad student, you know, working a full-time job, you know, being an author. Did I say that? But yeah, I think that might be my speed. And I might sprinkle in, like, you know, specific types of videos, like maybe books I'm in the middle of, or books I would recommend as a grad student, you know, things like that. But let me know down in the comments below what you guys would want, because then that will help me to give you the content that you are looking for, and the reason why you guys are coming back. Because I do so much, I am curious as to what of my life are you guys interested in. All right, I'm gonna go finish this video that I've been watching. Talk to you all later.
So I am here at the office. It is Saturday. I came here early because I was supposed to have a 8 o'clock, and then I was supposed to have a 10:30. I came here on my 8 o'clock, waited the grace period that's per the policy, and the person never showed up. So I sent the email that we're supposed to send when there's a no-show. And then like an hour and a half later, the person says that they were actually asleep, but they understand that they're going to incur a late fee. And then while I was in the middle of coming, my 10:30 told me that they weren't going to be able to make it. So I was just like, you know, okay, cool. But then they said that they changed their mind and they're going to come. And so I said, okay, well, as long as you can make it between, you know, now and your scheduled time, we should be fine. And so they said that they should be able to, but they didn't get gas. And they gave me a time. And then, okay, so then I'm looking at the time and the time that they have. I said, okay, that should still be good. Just come on. Then they sent another message to me saying that they're going to be even more later, and that's going to not give us the amount of time that we can do a session. And so what I'm learning, especially when it comes to private practices, I understand that people have lives, right? Obviously. And that things may happen, and then of course, like with traffic, but what I'm noticing too is that from this point, like what you allow is what you're going to have to continue. And so like per policy, it states about being late, late fees. It states about no shows. It states about all these things, right? And if you don't hold people accountable to that, then you will get those that are, just, it's sporadic. And not saying that these people are, but I'm just noticing why it's so important to have these policies in place and to hold true to it. My time is valuable, right? Like, I'm fighting through traffic to make sure that I'm here on time. I'm waking up early to make sure that I'm here on time. And so to just be here and then nothing comes of it, time is valuable. That's why people have late fees or no-show fees, cancellation fees, all these things, because you have to go into account the preparation beforehand. Like clients, they see just what we do in session, but they don't see the research that we're doing outside of sessions. They don't see the other sacrifices that we're doing outside of those sessions. I'm well aware and understand that they are doing other things as well outside of sessions, and especially if you're talking about someone who is married or someone who has children, someone who has both, you know what I mean? And maybe they don't have help from a spouse when it comes to the children, so now they had to take care of the child before they come to come to sessions and stuff like that. Like, I get all those things, right? But when it comes to an entity, as far as the clinic, the therapy clinic that you're working at or that you're over, that's why those things are in place. Because if we can come, early, or if we can get there on time at a concert, then therapy should be just as important, if not more, the priority level of it all. So because I had this free time and I was in the office, I said I'm gonna make the most of it. So I finished up one of my assignments. I was currently editing a video, and I think I had ate already. Like, I had brought my hot chocolate and I had a snack here, and so it's very quiet over here. I don't think nobody else is in the offices yet or at all, but I think I'm gonna just go ahead and edit a little bit more for maybe the next 5 minutes and then head out. I'm gonna edit up until the top of the hour, and then I'm gonna head home. I mean, it's a nice day out. I wouldn't mind like maybe taking Scooby to the beach or something, and me just reading, doing all those things. I'll see how it feels actually when I get outside, because right now it feels windy. It feels like it's a good weather to be out, but I know when it's sunny and it's hot, I don't like having him out there, because I can't monitor his heat level, and of course I don't want him to overheat. So that is going to be the day, but I will let you all know as the time goes.
Underwater, feel like I'm going over the falls. My mind spins faster and faster. My heart is bursting through.
So I finished editing the old video with all the old clips, so I actually have it like in the queue to release this week, which will still be Wednesdays, 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then now I can actually start editing all these videos that I just did, these new videos, like this video that you're watching right now. Now I'm able to edit this video because I finished editing the video I've been working on. So I'm glad that I'm doing that. I'm glad I'm kind of up to date and even ahead of schedule, because like I said, this week video would already be dropping as far as the one that I edit, and then you guys will see this a week later, which will be next week for me. So that's good. Hopefully I'm able to keep doing these things. I do have a client tonight Today's Monday, so I have a client tonight, and I intend to maybe read a little bit, so I might start a whole new video based off of that, or I might start writing, but I'm gonna do one or the other because I am taking a mini hiatus from streaming services, and when I say mini hiatus, I mean like I'm really just going to limit how much that I watch each day so that I can be productive in other areas. So I will do that, and I will see you all. I think, yeah, I'm gonna close this video out right here. So I will see you all in the next video. Thank you all for watching, and until next time, have a good one.